Honorable Musbal Aino held a roundtable meeting with the executives of Conference 57 and LSHA, a non-governmental agency on health.
Also on 20th of March, the Committee on Commerce, Industry and Cooperatives, chaired by Honorable Mustahin Tobun, treated a petition
in carrying out the function of legislative oversight and ensuring a guide to good governance. In carrying out the function of legislative oversight and ensuring a guide to good governance in Lagos State.
Here are some recent committee activities of the Lagos State House of Assembly, led by the Speaker, Right Honorable Mudashiru Ajayi Obasa. On the 18th of April 2024, Right Honorable Mudashiru Ajayi Obasa, the Speaker of the House, attended to the empowerment of low-income earners at Agboyi Ketu LCDA.
Make sure that we touch lives of our people, impact positive and life of our people.
Let us pray. Almighty God, the creator and ruler of heaven and earth, we beseech thee to inspire and guide all our actions so that we may always walk in the path of justice, love, and charity to one another. Help us with thy grace to do only those things that will promote the unity, peace, happiness, and prosperity of Nigeria in general and Lagos State in particular. Amen. Good afternoon, distinguished colleagues. You are all welcome to today's sitting. We apologize for the late commencement of today's sitting. My apology particularly goes to the young ones with us today. How are you, children? You are all welcome to Lagos State House of Assembly, and we thank you for coming. Let us examine the votes and proceedings of Thursday, 28, 2024. Ojú ìwé kẹtàlélọ́gọ́jọ. Ojú ìwé kẹrìnlélọ́gọ́jọ. A ti ṣe àgbéyẹ̀wò ìjíròrò àkọsílẹ̀ ọjọ́bọ̀ ọjọ́ kejìdínlọ́gbọ̀n oṣù kẹta ọdún kẹrìnlélókòólélẹ́gbàá a sì fi òǹtẹ̀lú. Let us examine the votes and proceedings of Monday, 29 April 2024. No, sorry, excuse me. Tuesday, 23rd April 2024. Page 165. Page 166. I have examined the votes and proceedings of Tuesday, 23rd April 2024, and approval is here granted. Any message from the governor?
Mr. Speaker, sir, distinguished honorable members, good afternoon, sirs, good afternoon, ma'ams. There is no message from the governor, sir.
Any other announcements?
Yes, sir. We have 2 letters from the Ministry of Justice signed by the Attorney General and Commissioner for Justice, and another letter from Ministry of Tourism, Arts and Culture. With your kind permission, I read, sir. The first letter is dated 6th March 2024, addressed to Right Honorable Mudashiru Ajayi Obasa, Speaker, Lagos State House of Assembly. The title is Lateef Jakonde Leadership Academy Bill. The above reverse. Further to the approval of the State Executive Council at a meeting held on 29th January 2024, Mr. Governor has directed that the bill for a law to establish the Lateef Jakonde Leadership Academy Bill 2024, presented on the floor of the House, be forwarded to the House for consideration and enactment into law. Please find attached a copy of the bill and a copy of justification for the said bill for further legislative process. Please accept the assurances of our warmest regard. Signed, Lateef Pedro, SAN, Attorney General and Commissioner for Justice. The second letter is dated 28th March 2024 and is titled Lagos State Electric Bill 2024. The above reverse, please. Further to approval of the State Executive Council at a meeting held on Monday, 18th March 2024, Mr. Governor has directed that the Lagos State Electricity Bill 2024 be presented on the floor, be forwarded to the House of Assembly for consideration and enactment into law. Please find attached 50 copies of the bill and a justification for onward legislative progress. Please accept the assurances of our warmest regards. Signed, Lawal Pedro, SAN, Attorney General and Commissioner for Justice. The last letter is dated 8 April 2024 and is addressed to the Clerk of the House with the title, Re-Implementation of Yoruba Language Preservation and Promotion Law 2024, Resolution of the House. Sequel to the resolution of the House at its plenary session of Tuesday, 19th September 2023, on the activation of Yoruba cultural heritage and a special day to be assigned as Yoruba Day, I have directives to officially convey Mr. Governor's approval for the adoption of the last week of September as Yoruba Week. The Ministry of Tourism, Art and Culture, being the ministry saddled with the responsibility to promote, present and preserve the cultural heritage in the state, will henceforth set a date aside for Yoruba Week celebration. Signed, Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Tourism, Art and Culture. Thank you, sir. That is also.
Petitions.
Sir.
Matter of urgent public importance. Before matter of urgent public importance, I was expecting one of us to pass comments on the last letter read by Mr. Clark. I think that was a very good development from the executive, particularly Mr. Governor, and that is really commendable. At least we've been on this matter for quite some time, and at the last result of the House, which at least we have received letter that the last week of September has now been dedicated for Yoruba cultural heritage. So I think it's a good development, and it's a commendable one. And I think in that manner we should also send letter of commendation to Mr. Governor and his team, at least for doing the needful, not just needful, something that is important to all of us. We've always been talking about preserving our mother tongue, teaching our children, encouraging our schools to teach Yoruba, and also, so this, for the old members who have been here, we did something relating to that years ago, where we brought all the Obas all around the Southwest, and they were in attendance since then. That has been the end of it. But now that the governor has embraced the idea, I think it's a commendable one. So, Mr. Clark, kindly do a letter to Mr. Governor appreciating his agreements and consensus with the idea of preservation of Yoruba language. So we wish the ministry good luck as well. I will be looking forward, and we are ready to support them on this issue. So our doors are open whenever they are ready. So please kindly do a letter to Mr. Governor in this respect. Yeah, Honorable Desmond.
Good afternoon, my right honorable speaker. Good afternoon, dear colleagues. Mr. Speaker, I stand before you this afternoon to bring an urgent matter of public importance concerning the rehabilitation of the Third Mainland Bridge that just occurred recently. Mr. Speaker, the Third Mainland Bridge, as Chairman House Committee on Works and Infrastructure, our hearts are gladdened as a representative also of Lagosians over the timely intervention on the rehabilitation of the Third Mainland Bridge. To this end, Mr. Speaker, I'd like to say a huge appreciation on behalf of Lagosians, on behalf of the Lagos State Government and the people, to the President, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and by extension, the federal government. This is a bridge that started by conception during this Shagari regime in 1980. It was then constructed and commissioned in 1990 by the President General Ibrahim Badamasi Babangida. Over the years, Mr. Speaker, it has gone through various rehabilitation, but none has seen the kind of intervention in terms of quality of work that we can find in today's Third Mainland Bridge, that is adorned with beautiful solar lights and quality of work in terms of the road. It has also helped in adorning the beauty and landscape of Lagos State. More importantly is turnaround time in businesses. It has cut short the traffic we've experienced in Lagos State, and this has helped in this third mainland 11.8 kilometer bridge, which is one of 3 major bridges that links Lagos mainland to Lagos Island, in making sure that Lagosians get to their destinations on time. I think, Mr. Speaker, in my prayers that it is not out of place to send a letter to Mr. President appreciating for this timely intervention, and by extension asking that we have other federal roads in Lagos State that are begging for such intervention and quality of work, one of which we have is the Iju-Fagba Bridge that would help in facilitating the Red Line train that we just commissioned recently. My prayers. Thank you, sir. I so move.
Honorable Adewale.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Good afternoon, colleagues. I want to thank Honorable Desmond Elliott for bringing this up at the floor of the House. I think we should commend the Minister for Works for what he has done and the timely intervention that he put into ensuring that the Third Mainland Bridge is back to operations. Most importantly, we want to thank the President, Mr. Ashwaji Bola Ahmed Tinubu, for giving it fit, and to also thank him for the coastal roads that he has awarded, the one ongoing and the new one he has also given the nod to. At the same time, I want to use this opportunity to appeal to Lagosians and motorists that now that the Third Mainland Bridge is in good condition, they should drive according to the speed limit. There are cameras that have been installed that are called the AMPR cameras that would catch offenses for this breaking speed limit. I want to appeal to them to continue to hit to the speed limit so that they will continue to protect the lives and properties of Lagosians. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Honorable Ishao.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Good afternoon, honorable colleagues. I would like to commend Honorable Desmond for bringing this up. The Third Mainland Bridge is a very important bridge to Lagosians because apart from the 2 other bridges, this is the bridge that is widest, has the highest number of lanes, and it affects commuting between the mainland and the island. And even during the process of repairing this bridge, there was a lot of traffic on all the other routes. But we are happy that at the end of this repair, we see that the wait was worth it. The excruciating traffic that occurred was worth it. And that's one thing we need to learn in Lagos. If we are able to persevere, the benefits of governance will come to us. And we want to seize this opportunity also to thank the President for considering Lagos for this repair, and it is done wholly. Over time, the bridge has been patched, new asphalt was being laid on top of the old asphalt, but this time it was milled all the way down. So this is a fresh bridge. And they are also not stopping, they are also going under the bridge to repair the piles that have eroded over time, which is also very good. We are also happy that they are now considering doing it all the way from Adeniji down to Falomo, both sides as well. This will also bring traffic, but as we've seen, perseverance will also bring the good work back, the benefit of the good governance to us. So I want to thank Mr. President for doing this. We also thank him also for the coastal road that is also being considered from Lagos, particularly because we are starting from this end of the country towards Calabar. So, well, I want to support Honorable Desmond on this motion so that we can always commend Federal for doing something for our state without us having to pay for everything ourselves. Thank you very much.
Honorable Olumo.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Let me also appreciate Honorable Desmond for bringing this up, and particularly congratulate Mr. Speaker and members of this House. Mr. Speaker, I want to appreciate you. And the reason is this. When the Third Mainland Bridge was going through this problem and needed attention, you graciously allowed the Committee of Works and Infrastructure to visit the National Assembly under the leadership of our chairman, Honorable Desmond. And then I appreciate the reason why the relationship between the Parliament at the state and at the level needs to be smoothing and work together. This was one of the reasons why this road was also considered. I'm coming from this side because there must be history to things that we do. So I want to appreciate you and salute your courage at all times for giving a leadership role. Then, sir, I would also congratulate Mr. President for listening to us in Lagos and for helping to facilitate all our federal roads. The Badagry Road is going through massive repairs now. We want to appreciate him as well for that. Thank you very much, sir.
Deputy Majority.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. While also rising to lend a voice to congratulate Mr. President and the Minister of Works, and of course your humble self, Mr. Speaker, I would also request, sir, that the mover of the matter of urgent public importance kindly adds to the prayers, not just commendation here now. We have to plead with Lagosians to also adopt a maintenance culture. It is not only up to the government to take care of our road networks, especially the likes of Third Mainland Bridge, which has just recently witnessed a facelift. The Lagos State Public Works as well, the Ministry of Works as well in the state government have to also adopt the habit of constant monitoring to make sure that the facility that has been provided, the amenity that has been provided for the use of commuters is continuously taken care of, so that it will deter us from having to fix here and there after just a few years. And I believe that with this kind of work that has been put into it, we're going to be enjoying that Third Mainland Bridge for quite a long while. So I want to use this opportunity to also appreciate the federal government for the smooth prompt action. Thank you.
Honorable Okola.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. Honorable colleagues, good afternoon. I'd like to commend the proponent of this motion, Honorable Desmond Elliott, for bringing this to the fore this afternoon. Mr. Speaker, we must thank Mr. President for coming to our aid in Lagos. And also want to commend particularly Mr. Speaker and by extension the proponent of this motion, because Desmond raised his voice as to going to Abuja to ask for repairs of road in Lagos, and you graciously granted it. So our voice has been heard even at the presidency level today. We thank God for that. Mr. Speaker, this is commendable. It is as commendable, as praiseworthy as it is also applaudable. It eases the stress of traffic in Lagos and helps enhancing travel time. Mr. Speaker, in fact, it helps to enhance commuting and ultimately commerce in Lagos. We cannot overemphasize the need for repairs of our infrastructure. We thank Mr. President for coming to our aid. God continue to bless Nigeria. Thank you very much.
Lastly, Honorable Apata.
Yeah. Thank you, Mr. The Speaker, for giving us this opportunity. In fact, the thanks goes to you. Why? The time of election, if we did not, your role as the conference of Speaker for all the 36 states, give us this opportunity that we are enjoying today. If Asiwaju is not the president, the first time that Lagosian will be the president of this country. If he's not the president, there are a lot of presidents before him that this road does not matter to them because he won the election. That is why it is important. So we are thanking you personally that you gave him that support, and to my colleagues too, that we gave him that support. It is because he won the election. That is why we are happy today. So thank you and God bless you, sir.
Yeah, well, I think in thanking Mr. President, we have to commend him, at least for the relief, the rehabilitation of Third Mainland Bridge has brought to our people in Lagos, not only to our people, by extension, the improvement on economic activities in Lagos. But we must also reach out to that man, to me, who to me has become an action man so far, and that is the Minister for Works. What do you call it? Okay, the former governor of Ebonyi. So he has been doing well, and I think with the speed in which they've started work on Coastal Road, and the way they finish with the Third Mainland Bridge and many more, I think he also deserves commendation. So we thank Mr. President, we thank the Minister and all the family members of the Federal Ministry of Work. We thank them for the good job they are doing. While thanking them, I think there's a need for us to also call on them to their attention to some of the rules that demand quick attention. Last weekend, we joined our colleague to celebrate Live Well Lived in Ijebu-Ode. So the road from Shagamu all down to Ijebu-Ode and beyond was terrible. And I mean, it's at the stage that it can be considered as a death trap. So we are calling the attention of the Honorable Minister to this road that there's need to do something urgently. We mustn't wait till we record road accidents, losing lives on that. Because about a week or 2 weeks ago, I was reading a newspaper, the road safety giving a report of the activities for the year 2023, and about 1,000 people died through road accidents. Even more than 1,000 died. So I think something like this, we just have to prevent it from happening by doing what is right at the right time. So it is highly important that we call on the Minister, while appreciating him, to do, consider some of other roads that are a terrible situation stage that can lead to loss of life. That's Shagamu to Ijebu, the Lagos Abeokuta Express Road, and many others. So we will always commend good job. We will always commend those who have done something positive that impact on the life of the people. So we commend them, and at the same time, we are calling their attention to other roads that beg for attention. So, Mr. Clark, kindly do a letter to Mr. President and the Honorable Minister registering our appreciation and showing reporting our commendation, and at the same time indicating other roads that are begging for attention. Thank you. Personal explanations. Yeah, quick one before we move away, just in the manner we have commended the Minister, Mr. President, and I'm sure when we have a leader, we have a nationalist who contributed a lot to the development of our country and also supports peaceful coexistence of this country. There's a need for us to celebrate them, most especially when they've passed on. I'm talking in respect of Chukwuemeka Iseife, who died about 2 weeks, probably 2 weeks ago while we were on break. And I'm saying this because he's an Easterner who supported the Westerners, particularly during Nadeco era. He was a governor during SDP era. While many abandoned the idea of Nadeco, he was with the Westerners, the Yorubas, with total disregard for his own tribe, not in because most people from that part of the country were against Nadeco, were against the MKO, Abiola around that time, but he was there, he supported them, and at the same time, during the 1999 presidential election, before the election, during the primary election, he stepped down, where we have joint ticket between APP and AD then, and he gladly stepped down for Falai. So it shows that he loved this country and he believed in this country that we call Nigeria. Unfortunately, he's no more with us, and he was a self-developed man. He did not go to secondary school, but he was able to educate himself, on correspondence education up to till he got admission to University of Ibadan. From there, he went to Harvard, and that shows he was an intelligent person, and he was a teacher briefly, so it shows he was educationally. So all in his life, he has believed, in ensuring that this country is well developed and continue to exist as a one nation. So in this respect, I want to urge Mr. Clark to send a letter of condolence to his family, and at the same time for us to rise and observe a minute silence in his honor. May we please rise? Mr. Clark, kindly monitor. May his soul rest in perfect peace. Yeah, reports. Honorable Naim.
Right Honorable Speaker, distinguished colleagues, good afternoon. I rise this afternoon to give a report of a 6-man ad hoc committee titled Replan by Oniba of Iba to illegally install Bale within Igwe land. Mr. Speaker, sir, when you refer the petition to us, we invited both parties, both the petitioner, the Bale of Igwe and His Royal Majesty, the KPAC of Oniba. We also invited the Ministry of Local Government and Chieftaincy, and they all came. His Royal Majesty, Oniba of Iba came with his chiefs, and also the Bale also came with his chiefs, and the Commissioner was present, the Permanent Secretary, and all other members from the ministry. Mr. Speaker, I wouldn't want to bore the word. The only issue that we were having within this issue is just a consenting authority. And the Bale of Igwe said that the Oba of Oniba is not the consenting authority. And when we asked the Oniba of Iba what happened, do you want to install another Bale within that territory? He said no, that he's not even planning to install any one Jimo as a Bale, that we should ask the petitioner. And the petitioner said he does not have any evidence. He was hearing that it was like a rumor. And what Oniba of Iba said, that he does not have a problem with the Bale becoming a king. But the issue was that he was betrayed by the Bale, because the Bale wrote a letter to him, confirming to him that he is the consenting authority of Bale of Igwe. And we asked the Bale of Igwe, is it true that he wrote a letter to Oba of Igwe? And he said yes. And the Oba of...
just please, you can't give us just yes, bring the settlement and everything, and let's go.
Yes, so at the end of the report, sir, so what we decided was that to settle the matter within them, and want to appreciate the Oniba of Iba. He has gone ahead to court to withdraw the case in court, and we want to thank you, Mr. Speaker. If not because of the intervention of oversight function of this House of Assembly, I don't know what would have happened within that territory. So the petitioners and both parties said we should thank you very much, and they've also written a letter to you to thank you in respect of that. So our prayer or our recommendation now is that, in as much as they've resolved the matter within themselves, if this House can direct the Ministry of Local Government and Chieftaincy to proceed on the ownership matter. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you. Honorable Jamali.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. Good afternoon, distinguished colleagues. Today I rise to discuss or give a report on two particular petitions that were written to the Right Honorable Speaker, and which has been concluded. The first one is titled Cry for Justice on Conspiracy, Stealing, Threat to Life and Illegal Encroachment of Mr. Patrick Olaya Ejiko's property by the Alakeson of Akeson. All parties were invited. The petitioner, who came through a human rights organization. And it was basically just explained that the man was saying that after the construction of the road along Akeson area, his fence was brought down by the state government, and because it was encroaching on the line of the road, so he made a makeshift arrangement by putting containers along the road and was taking rent to try and sustain himself and his family. Unfortunately, he said there were some thugs that came and they were sent by the Alakeson of Akeson. When the Alakeson now divulged his own information, he said that he had nothing to do with it, which was clarified and confirmed, that the major issue that the man had, the petitioner, was the fact that he wanted to sell a land that did not belong to him. And it was investigated further to find out that it was true that the property that belonged to Mr. Olaya was just half a plot of land, which was made clear by the survey that was issued to him, and even the receipts showed clearly that half a plot of land was sold to him. So we deliberated on the matter. The Alakeson got an apology letter from Mr. Patrick. The Human Rights Organization have also written a letter to the House to apologize for the frivolous petition that was written. Second petition, the report is based on a petition to the Lagos State House of Assembly on the refusal of the state, which is the Ministry of Finance, to pay La Femme Facility Management Limited for janitorial services rendered to Lagos Revenue House. The crux of the matter, basically, Mr. Speaker, was that this particular facility management company or janitorial management company had a contract with the Ministry of Finance for a year in which they were supposed to maintain and clean the Revenue House of Lagos State. Unfortunately, they only got paid for 2 months of their work. The same year was election period, so it was a bit difficult for them to get their invoices attended to. And it was due to this that he got a lien on his account by the bank, so he had a lot of issues, and he approached the office of Mr. Speaker to help intervene. We invited both parties, La Femme themselves, and we also invited the Commissioner for Finance, and where the PS was also there to confirm that the contract was actually issued to the company, and there had been some delays because of the election year and the like. So, but it was agreed that the full amount that was owed to him may not be able to be paid because it wasn't budgeted for. However, the Commissioner for Finance agreed to a certain amount, in which the petitioner as well. So it was confirmed this morning that he had received the first chunk of the payment, sir. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Yeah, thank you. Well, before order of the day, let me take this moment to recognize in our midst this afternoon the presence of one. We have Eli Kilelo. Pardon me if I didn't pronounce it right. Who is us this afternoon? Where is she? Oh, okay. Yeah, you are most welcome. He's a researcher and lecturer at the School of Arts and Social Sciences, Moi University. I think that is in Kenya, but also a coach and mentor to many students in different universities. She holds an MA in Development Studies, scholarship awarded by Danida, and a BA in Anthropology, first class honors from University of Nairobi, and is currently pursuing a doctorate in Development Studies at Moi University. Ellen is passionate about research methodology, has carried out extensive research in gender and development, amongst other areas, and has published in peer-reviewed journals. In addition, she is also a member of British Institute in Eastern Africa, amongst others. You are welcome. We thank you for being part of the House for a short period. I know it's going to be a short period, but you are most welcome. Also, we have Ms. Diekara Olorun Toba Oju. He's a doctoral candidate. Where is he up there too? Okay. A doctoral candidate in African Studies and Anthropology at Harvard University. Our research areas are youth cultures, intimacy, space, temporality, and social reproduction. Our doctoral research considers how undeserved youth population in Lagos make space for themselves in the city, and the practices of belonging and intimacy that these spaces engendered. She is also a novelist. At the book novel When Lemons Grow on Orange Trees was published by Craft Books in 2016. You are most welcome, ma'am. We thank you. Also, we have Mr. Isaiah Olayode. Is a junior researcher fellow at University of African Diaspora Studies, University of Lagos. His research areas are culture, gender, and politics. He is the research assistant to Dr. Kilelo. I say thank you for coming. We appreciate the call. With us this afternoon also, we have the presence of 59 students of Distinct Star Schools of Block 2, Plot 15, Adetayo Akintayo Street, Magodo, Lagos, at Gallery to observe today's sitting, led by Mr. Olaoye Ayodele, the principal. You are most welcome. We thank you for coming. Your business of the day, laying of report, Honorable Mojib.
Good afternoon, Right Honorable, fellow members. It is my pleasure to lay a report of 12-man ad hoc committee on the screening of nominees into Lagos State House of Assembly Service Commission and Director General, Lagos State Sports Service Commission, ISOLE.
Majority Leader.
Right Honorable Speaker, distinguished colleagues, order of the day. House of Assembly Bill number 010. Honorable Adams NB Etiosa 1, Honorable Mojid FA Ibejuleki 1, Honorable Kasumu AR Ikeja 2, Honorable Engineer David SS Badagry 2, Honorable Ogunkelu SOO Epe 2, Honorable Kazim OM Mushi 2, Honorable Lawal A. Ikeja 1, Honorable Mrs. Shongodara MR Surulere 2, Honorable Engineer Yishar GOR Etiosa 2, Honorable Mrs. Lawal Olumegbon OO Lagos Island 1, Honorable Ajayi OO Ibejuleki 2, Honorable Aro MA Ikorodu 2, Honorable Bonu SS Badagry 1. Mr. Speaker, sir, with your kind approval, sir, may I move that Lagos State Fiscal Planning and Urban Renewal Amendment Bill 2024 be read for the first time? I so move, sir.
Honorable Akinsoyo.
Right Honorable Speaker, I rise to second the motion as moved.
All in favor say aye. Aye. Those against nay, the ayes have it. Mr. Clerk.
Right Honorable Speaker, sir. Distinguished honorable members, it is a great privilege and honor to read for the first time the Lagos State Physical Planning and Urban Renewal Amendment Bill 2024 for the first time. I so read. Thank you.
Majority Leader.
Right Honorable Speaker, distinguished colleagues, House of Assembly Bill number 11, Honorable Adams NB Etiosa 1, Honorable Mojid FA Ibejuleki 1, Honorable Kasumu AR Ikeja 2, Honorable Engineer David SS Badagry 2, Honorable Sonny GBO Koshofe 1, Honorable Elliot DO Surulere 1, Honorable Tobun MA Ekpe 1, Honorable Adewale TA Ifakojai 1, Honorable Tijani SO Ojo 2, Honorable Abdulkarim JA Agege 2, Honorable Engineer Shabi RAA Lagos Mainland 2, Honorable Orekoya A Shomulu 1, Honorable Akpata SO Shomulu 2. With your kind approval, Mr. Speaker, sir, may I move that Local Government Administration Amendment Bill 2024 be read for the first time? I so move, sir.
Honorable Lawal.
Mr. Speaker, sir, I rise to second the motion being moved by the majority leader, sir.
All in favor say aye. Aye. Those against nay, the ayes have it. Mr. Clark.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir. Distinguished honorable members, it gives me the great privilege and honor to read for the first time the Local Government Administration Amendment Bill 2024. I so read.
Now, Majority Leader.
Right Honorable Speaker, distinguished colleagues, House of Assembly Bill number 12. Honorable Adams NP Etiosa 1, Honorable Majid FA Ibejuleki 1, Honorable Kasumu AR Ikeja 2, Honorable Engineer David SS Badagry 2, Honorable Lawal AM Apapa 2, Honorable Olumo SL Ajeromi Ifelodun 1, Honorable Said WO Koshofe 2, Honorable Akisoya AN Mushin 1, Honorable Owolabi IAO Lagos Mainland 1, Honorable Oluwa AS Ajeromi Ifelodun 2, Honorable Ogunleye GA Ikorodu 1, Honorable Mrs. Lawal Olumegbon OO Lagos Mainland 1, Honorable Ogundipe SO Oshodi Isolo 1. With your kind permission, Mr. Speaker, sir, may I move that Lagos State Health Sector Reform Law Amendment Bill 2024 be read for the first time? I so move, sir.
Honorable Tijani Surat.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. I rise to second the motion as moved.
All in favor, say aye. Aye. Those against, nay. The ayes have it. Honorable Majid. Honorable Majority Leader.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir. Distinguished honorable members, once again, it is a pleasure and privilege to read for the first time the Lagos State Hospitals Management and Enforcement Agency Amendment Bill 2024. I so read. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, Majority Leader.
Right Honorable Speaker, distinguished colleagues, presentation of reports. Nominees into Lagos State House of Assembly Service Commission and the Director General, Lagos State Sports Commission, Honorable Majid F.A. Ibejuleki 1, Chairman 12-man ad hoc committee on screening of nominees. With your kind permission, Mr. Speaker, sir, for us to take this presentation, may I move that this House resolve to committee of the whole? I so move, sir.
Honorable Ajayi.
Mr. Speaker, good afternoon once again, sir. I rise to second the motion by the...
All in favor, say aye. Aye. Those against, nay. The ayes have it. Honorable Majid.
Thank you, sir, and fellow member. The two nominees one nominee is from the Mr. Governor, while the second nominee is from the House. The committee invited the both nominee and they gave self-introduction of themselves, and then they responded to the question raised by the members. The nominees are Mr. Alidu Adekunle, member Lagos State House of Assembly Service Commission, while Mr. Fatodun Olalekan, Director General, Lagos State Sports Commission. We invited them and they responded to all the questions raised by the member. I hereby present the nominee to the House, sir. Thank you, sir.
Who is adopting the Honorable Joseph?
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. I rise to second the adoption.
The adoption.
Yes.
Adopting the...
Yes, I rise to second the adoption. The report for adoption, sir.
I'm not satisfied.
Okay.
Adopting the report as a resolution.
Let me.
Can you take it again? Honorable Joseph, put off your light here.
I rise to adopt the report presented by the Chief Whip for the resolution of the House.
Thank you. Who is supporting it? Honorable Akesanya.
I rise to second the adoption.
All in favor, say aye. Those against, nay. The ayes have it. Majority Leader.
Right Honorable Speaker, distinguished colleagues,
May I move that this House revert to plenary? I so move, sir.
I rise to second the motion as moved by
All in favor, say aye. Those against, nay. The ayes have it. Majority leader.
Right Honorable Speaker, distinguished colleagues, at the Committee of the Whole, Honorable Fatai Mojid gave a report on screening of 2 men, which is House of Assembly Service Commission, and one on Director General on Lagos State Sports Commission. And at the end of the day, members deliberated and it was adopted as resolution of the House. Thank you very much, sir.
Honorable Tijani Suraj.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. I rise to affirm that's the true recap of what transferred at Committee of the House.
Honorable Jamali.
I rise to second that.
All in favor, say aye. Those against, nay. The ayes have it. Confirmations. Pursuant to Section 2, subsection 4 of Lagos State House of Assembly Legislative Service Commission Law of Lagos State 2015. This House do hereby confirm the nomination of Alidu Adekule Kamil as a member of Lagos State House of Assembly Legislative Service Commission. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Those against, nay. The ayes have it. Pursuant to Section 2, subsection 4 of Lagos State House of Assembly Legislative Service Commission Law of Lagos State 2015. This House do hereby confirm the appointment of Oshungo Yorisha Adakin as the chairman of Lagos State House of Assembly Service Commission. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Those against, nay. The ayes have it. Confirmation of governor's nominee. Pursuant to Section 5, subsection 3 of Lagos State Sports Commission Law 2017, Law of Lagos State. This House do hereby confirm the appointment of Olalikon Johnson Fatudu as Director General Lagos State Sports Commission. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Those against, nay. The ayes have it. Mr. Clark kindly send letters to appropriate quarters of the confirmation of all nominees and the appointment of the chairman as Majority Leader. Majority Leader.
Right Honorable Speaker, distinguished colleagues, I have the approval of the Right Honorable Speaker to move that this House adjourn till Monday, 6th of May 2024 at 12 p.m. I so move.
Honorable Ashafile.
I rise to second the motion as moved.
All in favor, say aye. Aye. Those against, nay. The ayes have it. This House stands adjourned till Monday, 6 April 2024 at 12 noon prompt. I rise.